Hello and welcome to yet another tutorial on statistical techniques for data pre, post and processing. So today we will discuss about the Maney-Kendall test for trend analysis. This test will show us whether in a specific data set having multiple data points has any inherent trend or not. Because if you have trend, you can develop a model with the data set. If there is no trend within a data set, you cannot develop a model with that same data set. Okay, because the model learns from the trend of the data. If you are developing a statistical model or a deterministic model, not a conceptual model, because for conceptual models, the trend is already known, already estimated by some other governing equations, which are established with the help of experiments in lab or in nature. Okay, but in case of statistical model, where we develop the model based on the data, this type of test need to be conducted before you use that data set for model development. Although there are various different trend analysis tests available, today we will discuss about Mann-Kendall test. I have already discussed about Run's test, which is another pioneering test for trend detection. Mann-Kendall test is another trend detection test, which is or which is presently widely used in different research studies, which involves development of numerical models. Okay, so uh, so this test, Run's test, and many other tests for trend detection, I have made or making tutorials on them, and I will publish them in my YouTube channel, Readmoy's View, and also in my Hydrogeek newsletter, or maybe in my another newsletter named as Boipatra Very Short Term Course. Uh, Boipatra Very Short Term Course. So that can be found in the URL, the website boipatra.ws. Okay, never mind. So as we know that uh, any numerical model uh, has an hypothesis, which is known as null hypothesis. Uh, for this problem, the null hypothesis is the data set has no trend. That means if the null hypothesis is true, there is no trend in the data set. And the alternative hypothesis is if the null hypothesis is incorrect, then alternative hypothesis is correct. Hence, as the null hypothesis is data set has no trend, so if null hypothesis is not correct, then data set has a trend, which will be the automatically the alternative hypothesis. Okay, so here the null hypothesis said that if the condition is not if the condition is met, then the data set has no trend. Now you will say, what is the condition? Condition is uh, either the tau, critical tau, or the critical z is less than the